welcome back to my channel, you guys. I want to go ahead and do a video on all the products that I got from the Sephora VIP sale haul. And I mean, I'm not gonna spoil anything for you guys. You have to stick around and see how I feel about each product. But I also want to go ahead and film my most requested makeup look ever. This look, when I went ahead and did it a couple weeks ago, every single person was like, go ahead and film this video. So I went ahead and did it for you guys. I hope you guys like it because I love how it turned out. But yeah, I don't want to talk too much. You guys want to stick around and see how I got this look and how I feel about these products, and go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, so first and first, you guys, I am feeling a little bit sick, so I do sound weird, but we're gonna go ahead and start off with the eyes first. Oh, and also before I go ahead and start, if you hear any cars or trucks or anything like that, please ignore it because I do live by the road, so I want to go ahead and put that out there. But the first color I'm gonna go ahead and use is the Gingerbread shade from Colored Raine, this one right here. I always go ahead and put it in my crease because I love that color, very neutral and brown. So I'm just taking some of this on my brush, and I'm using my Morphe G17 brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the crease. So once I'm done with that, I'm going with Oktoberfest from Coastal Scents, and I'm putting that in my crease also. These two colors, you guys, honestly, every single tutorial I use this too. I can't help it. I just feel like my makeup look just doesn't look right if I don't use these colors. And I'm also kind of putting it in the outer corner of my eye just to bring it down some, and then I'm just blending that out. So the next shade I'm going into is from the Dose of Colors Sassy Siennas palette, and this one right here is called Brassy. It's a very red tone brown, and this look is so simple, y'all. Like, we're just putting colors in the crease, blend it out. It's really simple. The only thing that may be hard is doing the wing liner because it takes a lot of time and patience, and I kind of like it thick on my eyes, but besides that, it is pretty easy. So for the outer corner, I think I went in with the Sassy Siennas, what is this called? Stay Sassy, which is like a very dark brown. I think this is the color I used. If not, I'll go ahead and use a darker brown. But I'm just going to go ahead and put this in the outer corner right here just to deepen the crease. And I'm pretty sure this is the shade that I used. So for my lid area, I'm going back into Makeup Geek Creme Brulee right here, which I use to set my lid. And I'm just putting down the inner corner of my eye just to make it a little bit more vibrant. Now for liner, I'm using my Maybelline New York Eyestudio liner in the shade Blackest Black. And I'm also using my e.l.f. 204 brush. Y'all know I love these two together. But I'm going to go ahead and do my liner on camera. I may try to do some of it, but it's very hard for me to do it on camera because I have to get really close up to the mirror. But let me just try and see what I can do for y'all. I'm just taking baby steps at first. I may have to do this on camera, y'all, because I'm struggling right now to do it on this small mirror. But once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and just start right here and drag it in. So obviously I couldn't do my liner on camera because I'm just not that skilled, to be honest with you guys. But moving on to lashes, I'm using the Miss 3D Volume Lash Premium Silk Lash. This was only $3.99 in the beauty supply store, and I was so shocked because these are really nice quality, and I got it in the style M357. But these are really nice. They don't shed. They're so cheap, and this style reminds me of the, I can't think right now, the Lily lashes in Miami. They're so similar, you guys. Alright, so moving on to the fun stuff. This is where I go ahead and try all the new things I bought at the Sephora VIP sale. Now for primer, I did want to go ahead and use my Versali Skin Tune Blur Primer, but I kind of want to do a review on this, like a personal review on my channel, so I may not go ahead and use that. But I did go ahead and use my Canon Awesome Primer. You guys know I use that all the freaking time because I'm obsessed, but it's really that good. But moving on to foundation, I'm using my Cover FX Power Play Foundation in the shade G100. I've tried this before, a small sample of it, but I do remember I loved it. I love the way it matched my skin perfectly. It just blended like butter. So I am really excited about this one. And G100 should match me right now, if anything. But the bottle, I really do like how this looks. It's so unique, but at the same time, it's kind of hard to get all the product out the bottle. So let me squeeze some on the back of my hand. And it's not runny at all, which I really like. Okay, so let me go ahead and dot it on the face. So using my beauty blender, I'm just gonna blend this into my skin. And this color is just perfect because most times with foundation, y'all, I struggle because sometimes they're too red on my skin or too orange, but this one just blends really nicely into the skin. So hopefully y'all are seeing what I'm seeing, but this just looks so good on the skin. Like, I don't know why I didn't try it out when it first came out. For some reason, I just wasn't interested or intrigued by it. I was just like, it's a foundation. But Cover FX, when it comes to their brand and the products in their brand, you guys, they are really, really good. I have tried the concealer, which I do have, I'm going to use today. But I've tried a lot of stuff from them. They're actually really good. So if you haven't tried them out, make sure you do. So before I go ahead and move on to concealer, I do want to mention one thing with the foundation. It feels very gel-like, which is really good because that means it's not going to slip and slide throughout the day, because when I touch my face, you guys, it's set and it's ready to go. Like, I don't even need powder, to be honest, but y'all know I'm oily, so I'm still going to go ahead and use that. So let me go ahead and highlight underneath my eyes. I just put some right there. And with this, there's not a lot of coverage, so you may have to go ahead and like double up on the concealer. But once you blend it out, y'all, it just looks so beautiful on the skin. These two together just blend so well. Like, I'm trying so hard not to like scream because I love when something just works for my skin. Y'all know when you buy stuff, you never know. But these two, Cover FX, like, why did I never believe in y'all? Like, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? And to bake my eyes, y'all already know I'm using my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder. I'm sure y'all already know at this point, so I'm not gonna say too much about that. So to set my face, I'm going to go ahead and try the new Charlotte Tilbury powder. Actually, it's not new, but it's new to me, obviously. But I'm using the Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in the shade Dark 3. Now, when you go ahead and open this up, let me show y'all what it looks like. It looks very light, but it's supposed to be like a translucent powder for the face. So I'm low-key nervous because I don't want to look ashy or gray or anything like that. So let's just go ahead and pray real quick that it doesn't play me. So I'm just taking my Wet n Wild powder brush and I'm lightly tapping into this powder. They say you don't need a lot of product. All right, so we're going in and I'm just pressing it onto the face. And it does make it look slightly ashy, but it's not like, you know, terrible, because it's supposed to be like a translucent powder. So it's gonna add a little bit of color, but not too much. Let me know down below if y'all think it makes me look ashy or just sets my foundation, because in person it's just setting the foundation. It's not making it lighter, or at least too light on my skin. So just let me know down below. All right. So for bronzer, I'm using the Bobbi Brown Bronzing Powder in the shade Deep 4. And I'm really, really excited for this one because I've been looking for a bronzer that's not too red or too dark for my skin, because it is getting into those winter months and I need something a little bit more neutral. So this powder looks perfect. So when you go ahead and open it up, this is what it looks like. I think it's like the perfect color. To be honest, in person it looks a whole lot darker than it did in Sephora, so I'm not sure if I got the right shade, but we shall go ahead and see. So I'm using my Morphe M527 brush and tapping a little bit of this onto the brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my cheeks. Put some on my chin, and I don't think this color is too dark. I think it's actually perfect for my skin, so I am so happy. So far everything's been good, nothing has plagued me. Going in with some setting spray. Alrighty, so for brush, I'm going into my Anastasia blush kit. This is a gradient blush kit, and I'm taking the shade right. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use this one up here. A little bit of that on my brush, and just place some on the cheeks. Before I go ahead and apply some highlighter, I'm going to go back into the same shades I use on my lids and in my crease and put it underneath my eyes. That way everything's very cohesive. But first I'm taking this, what is this called? The Wet n Wild black liner. It's pretty cheap. But I'm just going to go ahead and put that in my waterline. Then going back into the shades I used earlier, and I'm just putting that underneath my eyes. Alright, so for highlighter, I'm using the Couture Conceited Loose Highlighter, and I first saw this in Sephora and I knew I had to go ahead and get it for the VIP sale because it's so golden and bronzy. Like, it just looks so pretty. So I'm using my Real Techniques, I think it's their set-in brush. I'm not exactly sure which one this is, but this is the best brush for loose highlighter. I don't know what it is, but it applies it really nicely on the face. So I'm taking some of this, and I'm first going to go ahead and put it on my cheekbones and see what that looks like. This on the skin, y'all, like, I have no words. Alright, so last but not least, I'm using Dose of Colors Chocolate Wasted Liquid Lipstick on my lips, and it just ties the whole look together. And I really love their formula. It's not too matte on the lips and it's not too dry, and it's just absolutely perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. So my camera went ahead and died, but this is the whole completed look. You guys, I am so in love with how this turned out. Plus all the products I went ahead and got, I love every single thing. Like, nothing looks bad at all. So I'm low-key proud of myself. But yeah, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next one.